Hey, I wanted to come out here quickly and do a continuation of Narcissists. We're actually talking about 2 Timothy chapter 3 if you want to follow along. I think last time that I got on we spoke about them being lovers of themselves and how they love money. Today we're going to talk about how they're slanderers. They will slander your name when you cross them, or when you finally find out about them, or if you run from them and leave them for your life. They will slander you. So after you find out about a narcissist, and you begin to find out about all the deception and the game playing and the manipulation and control and all of that they've been doing on you, when you cross them and you make a conscious decision, I'm out. I'm running for my life. Because if I stay in this, you're going to continue to suck the life out of me. So when you leave them, they feel as if you betrayed them. But mind you, they've been betraying you ever since they've been with you. They've been pretending with you ever since they've been with you. They've been play acting with you ever since they've been with you. They've been manipulating you and controlling you ever since they were in relationship with you. But when you finally make a conscious decision to be like, okay, I'm getting out of this dysfunction. I'm getting out of this demonic, toxic stuff because it's literally sucking the life out of me. Because you're up and down and up and down and up and down on an emotional roller coaster with these people that you've given your heart to, and you've fallen in love with them, but they don't even know what the definition of love is because they're too busy loving themselves. So, you really are a victim when you're in a relationship with a narcissist. I guess they would say you're their love victim, whatever they want to label it, but you become their victim. And they begin to abuse you and use you in very subtle ways. But the longer you stay in it, the more you just get accustomed to dysfunction and you think that it's okay. Because they're going to come back after they abuse you and misuse you. They're going to come back and they're going to love on you. And so it's back and forth, back and forth. And so, like I said, the longer you stay in it, now you're just used to dysfunction. And you think that, oh, well, especially if you're in covenant, for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, when they're using your finances, when they're abusing you, oh, well, no, it's not right. It's dysfunction. And you don't really see the clear picture until you get out. And sometimes it can be so hard for people to get out of being in a relationship with a narcissist because of all the mind manipulation and the game playing that they play with your heart and your mind. But today we're going to talk about once you get out of it, they feel like you've betrayed them. You've abandoned them. And so they really begin to come after you and spit daggers at you. Okay, so when I left my 35-year union, and I'm grateful to God that He got me out, the one I was in covenant with for 35 years. Now, mind you, the betrayal was bad enough. Everything he did to me, abusing me, whether it was emotionally, mentally, financially, sexually, whatever way. If that wasn't bad enough, and then to find out that you betrayed me for the majority of our marriage, that was like icing on the cake. And so then when God is gracious and faithful to allow you to start seeing all of this stuff, and He releases you, and you run for your life, for real, you're running for your life, because these people will kill you if they let you. If you let them kill you, they will. If you let them continue to suck the life out of you, they will. If you continue to allow them to abuse you and deceive you and betray you, and they will. They won't stop. So when God finally got me out, and I ran and I have not looked back, we were very well known in the community, in the churches. Family and friends respected us a lot because of God had things for us to do in the community, which all of that was stopped abruptly because the enemy just stupid like that. And so there was a lot of people that knew us, a lot of people that respected us, a lot of people that looked up to us because of the God that was in, the God that was on us, the anointing that was on us, the calls that was on our life. And they were expecting some great things to come out of us as far as the church and the community. So, and there was a lot of people that respected me, a lot of people that I loved on, I nurtured, I mentored, I poured into. Well, this is what my ex did. After I left him, once I find out who he really was, that angered him. And so he began to spit daggers, and he began to lie and lie and lie on me, my name, my character, my ministry, my credibility. And he went to everyone that he knew that at least liked me a little bit, had some respect for me, just loved me because of who I was. They saw the anointing on my life, the call on my life. He went to all of those people. That included people in the church, people in my family, people in his family, people in the community, people in ministries that we were working with together. A prison ministry that we were helping with Heaven's View. He lied so bad on me. And people were looking at me and were saying, how come you're not saying anything? Well, first of all, I can't go around a city chasing a bunch of lies. First of all. Second of all, it allowed me to see, because if people believed all the lies that was coming out of his mouth, it allowed me to see who was really for me and who was against me. And I had more people against me than for me, because a lot of them believed the lies that was coming out of his mouth. He even got so demonic and evil that he began to tell people that I don't even know if she's saved anymore. I don't know who she is. I think she's walked away from the faith. And those were all lies straight from Lucifer himself. But that is what a narcissist, Christian narcissist, will do. Because he always felt that I was a threat. There was jealousy there. Which is sad. There was jealousy there. There was competition there in our marriage. Because he did see the call on my life and the anointing on my life. And narcissists always want you to step underneath them. So if they're in covenant with you or in a relationship with you and they see God doing some great things in your life and God is moving you up higher, now you become a threat to them. Now they're intimidated of you. Now they feel they need to compete with you. And those are all tactics of the enemy. Okay? But unfortunately, these people don't, because they don't know who they are, they allow the enemy to use them against the very same ones that they were supposed to be connected with in order to walk out their kingdom God-given assignment. But hey, if you're not on it spiritually and your discerners aren't working and you don't understand that spiritual world, and you're going to miss a whole lot of stuff, and relationships are going to be ended that was probably never should have. But anyway, that's beside the point. My point is, they will lie on you just as well as lie to you in your face. Then they will go and lie to other ones that was in your inner circle, that was close to you, that was friends, that was associates, that worked with you in ministry, that supported you. He will lie. And that's a part of the betrayal process. I got to go and tear down all the relationships she thought she had with all these people that thought so much or respected her or respected the God in her or respected the call on her life. And that's exactly what he did, to try and tear me down. But it didn't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It may be formed, but it shall not prosper. So a lot of people believed all the lies. And so from that, I had to end a whole lot of relationships within my own hometown. Because mind you, I was from Peoria. He wasn't. But because of the demons and the spirits operating on the inside of him, and the way that he carried himself with the fake image that they create about themselves, people believed him because the words out of his mouth was smooth as butter. Just like Absalom and David. The words out of my ex's mouth was very smooth, convincing. He would turn on the emotion, so he would cry with it. And a lot of people believed him. And because they believed every lie that came out of their mouth, I had to end those relationships. And it was very hurtful. But because I knew God had his hands on my life and he has a plan for my life, he only gave me a minute. I couldn't stay there, you know. Oh, woe is me. I only had a minute to get over that. So I sit here today just to let you know that they will lie on you, to try and disgrace you, to shame you, to tear your name down, to tear your ministry down, to tear your character down. And they do not care. They do not care. I was reading the Message version of that part, and it said, these people are crude. They're coarse. It's like dog eat dog. They're unbending. They're slanderers. They're impulsively wild, savage, cynical, treacherous, ruthless, bloated windbags, addicted to lust, and allergic to God. Now that's a word right there. And that's exactly what Christian narcissists are. Anything that reflects God, any person that has God in them, they see God in them, they see that they're a good person, it's like they hate it because that's light to them and they're darkness. So they hate it and they will throw daggers. Okay? Here's another version, the New Century Version. It says, they will not love others. They will refuse to forgive. They will gossip and will not control themselves. They will be cruel. They will hate what is good. They will turn against their friends and will do foolish things without thinking. Okay? And this is what they do. Here's another version of it in the Contemporary English Version. They will also be ungrateful, godless, heartless, and hateful. Their words will be cruel, and they will have no self-control or pity. These people will hate everything that is good. Okay? Everything that is good. Here's another one. The New Living Translation. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and have no interest in what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than God. And that's exactly what they'll do. So I just wanted to come out today to tell you about how Christian narcissists are slanderers. After they hurt you, abuse you, misuse you, throw you in the trash, then they will slander your name. They will try and slander your name to try and tear down everything good about you that has God on it. Because when I did hear some of the stuff that was coming back, what he was saying, when they said, he's even saying, putting out there that I don't even know if she's saved anymore. I think she's done walked away from the faith. That blew my mind. But God, I don't even, that's in my past. I know God got it. So we don't even worry about that no more. I laugh in the enemy's face because people don't recognize God hates liars. First of all, that's word. He hates liars. And the people that spewing these lies, do they know that they're just digging a pit for themselves? And I don't pray anything bad against my ex. because God's fighting all my battles. So it takes too much of my energy to be praying all these bad things against him. And I'm doing it like the word of God says. Pray for those ones that despitefully use you. I have to forgive him, otherwise God won't hear my prayers. God won't forgive me. So I'm doing this like the Bible tells me to do it. You know? And I guess I could take the attitude and allow the enemy to use me like, no, I'm getting a back. It's not worth it. Because I know God wants to use this for his glory, and there's something good out of it that he needs me to do. Is the reason that he allowed me to go through all of that. So I don't want to miss my blessings because I get in flesh and I get in my emotions and no, I'm getting him back. It's not worth it. So Lord, help me to learn what it is you needed me to learn through this process. Did it hurt? Yes. Did it not feel good? Yes. Did it shame me? Yes. Did it disgrace me? Yes. It did all of that. But because I know God has his hands on me, I'm good. Still encouraged. Still running on for the Lord. Will do and be everything he's called me to be and do. Will not miss a beat. Because man didn't call me. So what I have, man didn't give it to me. So man can't take it away. I don't care how hard they try. It's not going to work. So I'm not going to stress about it. I'm giving it all to God. Standing still, and I'm knowing that God is God. And that he got my back. And so we're going to keep it moving. So that's all that I have on today. Christian narcissists are slanderers. And they will try and destroy you. Because I'm going to say this and I'm going to go ahead and end. Throughout this whole demonic process, whether these people know or not, these Christian narcissists that have these demons or spirits in them, they don't know to the extent how the enemy wants to use them to destroy or even possibly kill another person because they're so blinded. But that's exactly what a Christian narcissist will try and do. They will suck the life out of you slowly. So eventually, if they keep sucking the life out of you, it's like spiritually, you're just going to be, and spiritually and naturally, you're just going to be an empty shell. Because pretty much they've took your soul out of you. If they've abused it, misused it, shamed it, betrayed it, they've done all of that. So now you're just walking around empty. And they have total control of your soulish area, of your emotions, of your thinking. So when that doesn't work, and you're able to run and get away from them, they get angered. Because they really wanted to kill you. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. So that's why when you are able to get away from them, they don't stop messing with you. Because my assignment was to kill you. And you're not dead. So I'm going to just keep slandering your name to try and, just wipe you out like you don't even exist anymore. That's straight from the pit of hell. Straight from the pit of hell. But you have so many so-called preachers and deacons and teachers walking around just like that, mask it up. Over here trying to kill their brother and sister. Because of what God is doing in their life. Or I'm intimidated of them. Or I'm in competition with them. Because I see God doing a bigger work in their life than he is in mine. It's sad, but it's true. And as I read the bottom of this, and I'm coming to an end. The word says, you must stay away from people like that. Okay? You must stay away from people like that. And I thank the Lord that he opened up that door for me to run. And I'm grateful. So that's all I have on today. I pray that something was said. That just kind of open up your eyes more and just give you a little more information. So peace and blessings unto you, and until next time. And if you want to go out there and read this, that I'm actually taking the text from, it's 2 Timothy chapter 3. 2 Timothy chapter 3. Just read the whole chapter. It'll be a blessing to you. Peace and blessings unto you. Until next time. Bye.